So we go on a date, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, my first date was a double date, which ended up really bad because it wasn't bad for me per se, but the second date was bad because of the fact that the girl wandered off and she ended up making out with some dude that she met at the mall, and that's how it ended up. After that, we just went home. It was really awkward. It was bad for them, not for me. But
so I met this guy through a friend of a friend, and he took me out to dinner. And while we were at dinner, it was going really well, and we added each other on all the social media stuff. And he went to the bathroom after we were done, and I went stalking his Instagram, and the first picture he posted was from like a week ago of his 23rd birthday, and it was him sitting in front of a cake, and one of the comments on it was from some girl with the username Sarah something, and she said my handsome with the little heart eye emoji. So I went to her page, of course, and was like looking through it. She had all these pictures of him and her saying like, oh, I love him so much, he's the best boyfriend. And her sister has a 1-year-old kid, and they all went to the beach together, and her sister commented on the caption or on the picture that it was Auntie Sarah and Uncle Josh, and I realized as I'm sitting there and he's in the bathroom that I'm on a date with a guy that has a girlfriend, and I'm freaking out a little bit, but I'm trying not to do anything. So he comes back, and I'm trying to not say anything because I'm not good at confrontation. So we ended up just like parting ways, and it was a little bit weird. And then he kept hitting me up after, and I finally came clean, and I was like, don't you have a girlfriend? And he was like, well, no, we fight a lot and we have all these problems, but when we're together, we're pretty serious. And I was like, well, I don't want to mess with that. So and he said, okay, he understood that, so he stopped talking to me. And then like 2 weeks later, he started hitting me up again, and I just stopped responding because I wasn't gonna mess that up. So that was my first date.
Right, so I went on this horrible date. Basically, I just got my license like 2 weeks later, and I asked this lady out, Kate, and she said yes. So I decided to say, hey, I'm gonna take my car, and I'm gonna go pick her up. So I get all fancied up, not suit, tie, kind of thing, but tucked in shirt, all that stuff. So I take my car and I go pick her up. Well, the second I get to her driveway, her dad's already outside with a shotgun, and I'm not joking when I say that. Like, he's nuts. Then once, the wife finally calms him down and lets me in and everything, she didn't know I was there. So the worst possible thing happens, she comes down in a towel. And the towel falls in front of her dad with a shotgun.
Yeah, so it's like...
I'm not making this up when I say this, but he actually pointed it at me, and I fell to the ground. Later on, skipping all over the drama and all that stuff, I take her out, and we went to Vince's Spaghetti, and when I took her there, the waiter was, how do I put this? He was kind of like scoping her out, and it kind of offended me, and he ended up saying something by the end of the night, but that's beside the point. So we get our meal after we ordered an hour later. Our meal's already cold. She's complaining about everything. It's like I was the guy to vent to, and it's just, it was so bad. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Basically, I felt like a counselor, more of, and a close friend rather than a date. And I ended up paying for it and leaving early. So I ordered her a cab and I left. So that was my horrible day.